The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an NFC wildcard matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. Twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, for the Seahawks and Packers, the two winningest teams in the NFC during the decade that just wrapped up. And during that decade, Seattle, 2 Super Bowl wins. The Packers had 1. And these two, of course, they met in the playoffs a season ago as well. And it was the Packers behind 2 touchdowns each from Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones, who beat the Seahawks 28-23. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Throwing is Wilson, escaping the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage. And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, Cottrell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. This is caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
The 1-yard line.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack. Taken down at the 2. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Love from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a toss right to Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
On the carry.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And now maybe they want some extra time. To talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On third down, Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57, and we got to get to the ball. 17.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Love going to give this one to Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. I'm coming. I'm reading Jack. Coming. Where's 52? Watch 52.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. The left side throw complete to Adams. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check. Check out.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Jamal Adams there.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
54's mic. 54's mic. Check. Watch 54.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 17. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Oh, you got 10? Check 15. Check 15. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Well, that interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Back at the 13-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. Love. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 2nd and a couple. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Wilson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Number 87.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Wilson on 3rd down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Right there, 54 Mike. What's the run?
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Love from the gun. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Third and 2. Love with it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
3-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy in addition to the pencil.
And those last for a long time, no doubt.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 53. Cycle. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Love now. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big play for the Pack on 3rd. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action this time with Love. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
You got three down. Number 7. Check 13.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Barkley. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
They'll start with the option. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Packers 19, Seahawks 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll rifle this one, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Gerald Everett, 58 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone, but today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic, and they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Check 99. Check 99.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Don't get nervous. Check 52. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 52 plus. Check 25. Check 24. Check 24. Kill, kill, kill.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Three yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Love gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Going back to Love.
Flush to his right. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
The 2-yard line.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Check, 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 check. Under 10, under 10, 10. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers add on to their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 75 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On play action. Love to throw. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
45-yard line. A gain of 30. And
here's Wilson.
First down.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Miles Jack in there to bury him for a loss of 11 on 2nd down. Barkley. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now it's Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Touchdown.
DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game.
Packers.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Love. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, it's Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A loss of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down.
On the coverage.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed.
And 12 at the Seahawks' 19-yard line.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.